Shalom, my people. Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom, my people. Shalom, my people. This is a message that need to be given. It is very disturbing, but I just want to thank my people, my supporters, my friends, and my family, my Hebrew Israelite family, because God said you would have to deny your family if they don't follow the laws, statute, commandment, no matter who they are, your mothers, your sisters, your children. This is a walk that's not made for the weak or hard. You have to love God more than you love your family, because if not, you are doomed. And this is a sad situation. Sad situation. I see the world upside down. It's like what his name is? I can't think of his name right now. Dick Gregory made a statement. He made a quote, and it said, "Once God opened your eyes up, it can't be closed, and you cannot pass it on." And I understood what he said. Sometimes you forget your friends. Sometimes you forget you. Sometimes you lose your friend. Sometimes you lose your family because they don't understand that Christianity has destroyed a lot of our people, and it's kind of messed us up. But I'm here. Yahqua is here to try to give you, not try, but give you the word of God straight from the Bible, straight from anything, and scripture for you can go to and look at it for yourself. See, I think that a lot of people are scared of the scripture because they don't want to go to it. But the scriptures is what's going to save you. Then people say, I'm spiritual. You're not spiritual if you don't follow the law, statute, commandment, because the law, statute, commandment is the Bible. The Bible is the law, statute, commandment. So if you don't understand that, you won't get it. You're just going to be trapped out here. Let me get to the lesson. The lesson is called Law for Our Women. I love my women. I truly do love my women. I just want you to know I love you. This message is to show you that I love you. And I want to let you know that I love you. I truly do love you. And I want to let you know that I do. I applaud you. I love you. But if I didn't love you, I wouldn't give you these words. I'm going to start off with, I'm gonna say something. I'm going to get ready to the word. Everybody by now has heard of Calvin. I think it's Calvin Samuel. Well, the other day he said something now that's realistic. It's right. I see it. I have retired, but I have taken on. I have a business. And I run my business on the side. And my business, I deal with a lot of people. I deal with a lot of people. And he said something about the women are dying alone because our women are so stubborn, and the church got them where they're so stubborn that they believe that they are married to Jesus or either married to the pastor. Jesus told you not to marry him. I don't know where they get that from. They can't show you a scripture in that. You have to get a husband. You need a husband. Because there's going to come a time when you're going to get old, you'll need somebody to take care of you. It's a lot of benefit to having a husband. A lot of benefit to a husband having a wife. But the church and society have taught us that this wasn't. Well, back to what I was saying. So I do these people's yards, right? And I see these two women come out of. One is the mother, one is the daughter. The mother is 81 years old, and the daughter is 62. Living together. Because the daughter has no husband, no kids, no nothing. I guess they're waiting on mama to pass. Because of Christianity church, and they're set in their ways. And I see it all. I see every place I go, it's just women. None of them, 75% of it is women by themselves with their daughters and grandkids. I went to Applebee's one day and just sat there and had me a dinner, just eating. All I see is women and children. No man in the house. 4 or 5 young kids, little kids running around there. You got women. Women look so undecent. I was ashamed of them. I was ashamed of them. All the rim of their butt out. Everything that you see, it make you embarrassed. The more your eyes open, it make you embarrassed to see your women. They're out in public looking embarrassing. And I see people watching and pay attention. They think it's nice. You don't know if they're a colorful clown or what, because they got all these different colors. I don't know how they eat. Their fingernails so long. How you eat? I don't know. But let me get right to it. The laws for our women. Let me get to it, people. Some of this stuff is we just don't do it. I'm going to read them. I'm going to go over them, but I'm going to get through them. This is going to be a little longer than 25 or 30 minutes, but we need this. Leviticus 15:19. And then they got the church got there to tell you that the Old Testament is don't work. Listen to this and tell me that you shouldn't be doing this. You need this. Leviticus 15:19. And if a woman have an issue, and her issue is her flesh be blood, she be put apart 7 days, and whosoever touch her shall be unclean until the evening. If a woman on her period, if a woman, she shouldn't be, that's during her purification time. And she's unclean, whoever touch her or be around her is unclean until evening. And she shall be set apart 7 days. That means you shouldn't be touching that woman while she goes through her purification. Some people days are 3 days. So 7 days is what God, 7 days is their completion. God knows there can be 3 days. People understand when you see the word 7, that means they're complete. So she could be off in 3 days. You can go back in there. But 7 days she's unclean. Her body is being purified. So how her body gonna be clean? Why do you think women have so many issues with their body? Because they don't really get their body a chance to rest. They have more sexual appetite than a man. They ain't the one showing themselves and going buying prints to put that in and make it like it's bigger than what it is. Women are doing this here. You put to set your body aside, give your body a chance to rest. It's just like giving your body a chance when you digest your food. You put food on top of food on top of food, then you bloat it. Leviticus 18:19. No sex during your cycle. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is put apart from her uncleanness. While she's on her cycle, you shouldn't be sleeping with that woman. How her body gonna heal? How her body gonna be cleaned out? How she gonna keep it getting yeast infection, bacteria infection, her pH off balance, her estrogen, all that? How you gonna do that if you don't give your body a chance to rest? You just can't screw 7 days a week. All in your body, everything needs rest. How it's going to purify itself if you don't get a chance to purify yourself? Why do you think these women's bodies are woe down? My uncle used to say back in I had to be about 14, 15. He said, look at that woman's body, this nephew. Her body been hacked down. I was laughing because I ain't know, but now I understand what he's talking about. Their body don't get a chance to rest, so their body starts slouching over. It's like they're being beat down. They don't give a chance to rest. They body, they part is sagging. It don't give their body a chance to rest. Leviticus 20:18. And if a man shall lie with a woman having sickness means her period ministry, and shall uncover her nakedness, he had to cover her fountain. He had just covered her fountain, her blood. And she has uncovered the fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people. It's an abomination. God says it's an abomination for a man to go into a woman while she on her period. That's what it means, cut off from the people. But they won't teach you that, so you just go around being nasty, don't even know it. People don't know that your blood is life. It's like you contaminate your blood. You contaminate it. Why do you think these women take in? So for the woman to sit there and let a man push stuff in her, you taking everything in, and while your blood is clean, all that going through your body. Wonder why you smell bad. Wonder why you can't even smell your own self because it smells so bad. Why you think, okay, how much you mask it with all these new products? It contaminates your body. Ezekiel 18:6. And have not eaten upon the mountain. That was when the children was in the Mount Israel. We was in Mount Sinai when we came out of slavery from Egypt, which is the modern day Africa, Ethiopia. Neither has lifted up his eye to the idol of the house of Israel. Neither has defiled his neighbor's wife. Neither has come near to a minstrel woman. That's a woman on her period. Defile the man's wife. Get people. It's God don't make mistakes. It's 2 million less men than it is women. It's 21.7 million women, 19.7 million men, black women in the United States of America. So if everyone was to marry one of them women, it'll be almost 2 million women without a wife, without a husband. So you know that's not the plan. When God, they break the Bible out to you, they talk about fornication or adultery. You know what adultery is? Adultery is when you dating somebody else's wife. When you dating somebody else's wife. Now, if you are a man and you got 4 or 5 different women without husband, that's not adultery. But they won't teach you that in church. I don't want to get off of that, but they won't teach you. The numbers don't bear the fight of what the church trying to teach you. That's why you have never seen nowhere in the world where a man has not had more than one. They're not waiting on you to tell him that. He already got a family. He already got a family in another town. He already got a family across the street. He already got another family this year. They're not waiting on you to tell them that. It's already in their blood, already in their DNA. Cleanliness. Esther 2:12. Now, when every maid turn was come to go into the king Azarah, he's a king. He had more than one wife. Every time it was time for a maid, every time it was time for one of them women to go see him, this is what they did. After that, she had been 12 months. She set aside for 12 months before she go see this man. She set aside for 12 months before she go see the king that she finna get ready to lay up with. According to the manner of the woman. For so were the days of their purification accomplished. Purification, get her body a chance to adjust and get cleaned up before she went into that king. Her body got clean. She got a chance to rest up. I want today don't even get it by 12 months. Women don't get it by 12 months. These women are sitting in a chamber purifying their body before they go to that king. I am a king. The brothers are king. We are kings. The Most High gave us that authority. When a woman comes into us, a woman supposed to take care of her body. She don't just put a say, hey, here I go. Smell like everything else. The Most High said, take care of your body. He tried to give your body a chance to rest. You're supposed to clean yourself up. Look good for your husband. To wit, 6 months with oil, taking her body. She cleaned the inside herself out. She taking care of her body, her hygiene, make sure her body's purified. 6 months with sweet odor and with other things for the purifying of the woman. This woman, they took care of their body back then. If you go read Ezekiel, go read Isaiah, started, I think, 3:16, you'll see where God said a woman's body should be stitched. Their hair should come out their head. They're going to be bald. He's going to take away all the fine jewelry of themselves. Read that. They won't teach you that. Covered head. Genesis 24:64 through 65. And Rebecca lift up her eyes. This when Isaac was getting a wife. This when Abraham, somebody go get it. Hey, Abraham wasn't going to let his son marry outside his race. You're going to marry somebody from the 12 tribes of Israel. You got The so-called black woman, you got a so-called Mexican woman, you got a so-called Native American Indian woman. So we got choices. You do not have to go marry Esau or Ammon or Moabites. You don't have to go marry them. We got 3 choices. We got plenty of women around here. And Rebecca lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lit off the camel. She got off that camel because she seen Isaac. She knew she was going to marry somebody special. For she had said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, this is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. This woman knew who she was going to marry. She didn't let, when she seen her up, everybody was going to look at her. She was going to pray about. She was going to walk around here half naked. She was going to walk around here and you got, and then the women get mad at the man because the man look at the woman who's half naked. She should get her butt up, go to that woman and say, you are a disgrace. You the one causing the men do what they got to do. Don't sit here and tell me some restraint. You got these women going around here getting the BLM or whatever they call it, and then walk around here half naked, and you want another man to run his car into the street, run into the wall, put blinders on the side, and you don't look. You are crazy because guess what? You won't correct that woman, but you'll correct your husband. You need to be telling that woman this is embarrassment because she represents you. Women are scared to correct other women. Judah, this is in the Apocrypha, Judah 10:3, and pulled off the sackcloth which she had on. Pulled off these old women go to bed with pajama pants on. Basically what she's saying, you like a croco sack? Remember back in the day, I don't remember, my mom used to tell me about it. They made clothes out of croco sack because they were so poor. Sackcloth. So you got this woman just dressing like she at home with pajamas on, with a bonnet on her head. Like you see when they put stuff they put there on the house, they went to stoves. They went outside. They jumped all over Monique when the damn woman coming outside at an airport looking like Aunt your mammy. But instead of y'all chastising that woman, y'all chastise Monique. We are sick people. Our women are sick. And guess what? Ezekiel 6:44, as the mother is the daughter, because the mama is teaching the daughter the same exact thing. It's going to be a trend. I was talking to a woman today. I was so damn mad inside, but I said, Lord, you got to deal with this. Our women is the most miserable women in the world. I ain't never seen a bunch of women so miserable and make these excuses. I would tell her, I said, for an example, if the mother's 40 and the daughter's 20, the mother has no account of what she is. So the mother and the daughter are out to the same group of men. The daughter looking for her age group and the mother looking for the daughter age group, which is 20, 25, 30. So guess what? On the show I heard, the Breakfast Club, a guy called in and said he met this lady. He was in his 20s and the lady was in his 40s. So he met him and the lady having a sexual relationship. They date, they all love it devilish, right? So the mama introduced the boy to the daughter, not like have sex with her, but introduce say, this is my boyfriend, Blase Solid. The boy liking the daughter, starts sleeping with the daughter. That's why I'm saying the daughter and the mama out to the same doggone man because the women have lost their way. The older women are bitter. The older women have no respect for themselves. And guess what? You cannot get them to see it. They always want to blame everything on the man. The man this, the man that, but they will never take accountability for what they do. Our women are gone. I tell you what, men, God don't fix it. That's why these men don't want to marry. Because guess what? All the woman going to do is take everything he got. The man don't want to marry. There are 61% men that don't have babies. So what society tell you is a lie. Black men that don't have babies and are making good money because they don't want none of this mess. and put Judah 10:3 in the Apocrypha, and pull off the sackcloth which she had on, and put on the garment of her widowhood, and wash her body all over with water, and ointment herself with precious ointment, and braided the hair of her head, and put on a towel upon it, and put her garment of gladness, which wherein she was clad during the life of Manasseh's husband. The woman took all that winter clothes when your husband died, and put on clothes of glad when her husband was alive. That means that she was dressed as sexy. Because when the woman died, she ain't no reason for her to dress sexy. She just there. But they don't follow that tradition, so I'm not forgetting it. But she was just there. So she didn't go out. She didn't look sexy. She looked sexy for her husband. But when her husband died, she was like in mourning. So when she got herself together, you got to read the book of Judith and see what she did. It's a long story, but when she the job that she had to do, she got herself together, got herself right for it. She braided her hair. Guess what she did? She wrapped her head. Not a bonnet, but wrapped. I tried to tell my daughter, I tried to tell my wife. When I was working, I told women on the job, I even bought a girl a set of things with the wrap around your head because I got tired of seeing her hair the way it was. I said, well, since you want to do, I did it in a slick way. I said, I'm gonna buy you some things. I said, you gotta try wearing. I did it in a slick way, but guess what? She started wrapping her head. She started looking different. It does something to you. She was nothing I was trying to talk to, but I got tired of looking. I was embarrassed. I seen the white people looking at her. I was embarrassed. It's nothing like a beautiful woman with a head wrap. But you can't tell them because guess what? They want to wear that purple, green, orange. They want to look like the joke out here. And she took a bath. Always talking about, you got women right here. They'll see with a man won't even take a bath. Won't even take a bath. Won't even wipe between the legs, go in there and with water. Hopefully they get home to take a bath. But you got someone you can smell when they don't take a bath. You can walk down, smell. Y'all done seen women know out here. I see social media talking about how the women they walk past because guess what? You know they horn around so much they can't have a chance to make that money. First Corinthians 11, 5 and 6. For every woman that prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head. For that it is even all one as if she was shaved. God said, you might well shave your head. You might well put a number one. My head is number one. Oh, number one is the cook side. You might well shave all your head. Because God said you put to wrap your head. When you got all these women pastors that don't have their head wrapped, it's an abomination to God. God said, for if the woman be not covered, let her also be shown. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shunned or shaven, let her be covered. Lord said, if it's a shame for you to have your head shown me shaved. If it's a shame for your head to be shaved, cut off looking like a dude with paws out the side and fade and all that sort of that. Y'all, they tell you it's women right, women gay, y'all can do all that there. God says it's a shame. And for y'all who think that, you're going too far. God gonna kill you when he come back and catch you out of uniform. I got my fringes on. God, this is a uniform. God gonna catch you out of your uniform. He gonna kill you. And you say, you telling a lie. Let me read it to you. Zephaniah 1:8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice. Day of the Lord's sacrifice means when the Lord come here and destroy this earth. That I will punish the princes. The princess is the women. And the king. The king is me. Without this here. And the king's children. And all such as are clothed in strange apparel. You don't have on your gear, God. If you go to Numbers, I think it's 5:8 or 18:5. When God told us about wearing the fringes and about wearing a modest apparel, if you go through all the New Testament, you come and you think you're finna go and be a hoe in front of God? You think you're finna go to God and have you have purple green hair? You think you can go to God and have the cheeks of your ass out? You think you can go to God have your thing so close to your body that you can see that you go buy a thing to make your private a little bigger than what it is? You're a woman now. So you think you're gonna go in front of God and do it? God's when you come back, He gonna get you. Okay. I want to read this section. I can read it. This section for when we after your babies. You need everybody. You hear all this here. Leviticus 12, 2-5. Speak unto the children of Israel. He talking to you. Everything I read, God said, speak unto the children of Israel. This is a law that was given the mountain. When we was on the Mount Sinai, that is a law. But the church don't tell you these laws, but you know these laws. I'm reading it to them. You know that it make even common sense. Leviticus 12, verse 2-5. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a woman have conceived seed and born a male child, then shall be unclean 7 days, according to the day of the separation from her infirmity shall be unclean. You got guys going the time that woman come out, they going right there and get with her. They don't get a lady chance to even get healed. They end up making sex with it. God should give a lady body a chance to adjust. She unclean for 7 days. Let a woman heal. In case she got to get stitches. They don't even give a damn. They busting stitches over. Because niggas, the dudes are so unrighteous and the women are so foolish to let a man, you got control of your body. You got control of your body. So you don't have to let a man jump up in your body. You just say, no, he can't do it. Now he raped you, then he going to jail. Say no. He get mad. Say no. And in 8 days, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. On the 8th day, you put to circumcise that son. You got to get that foreskin off here and circumcise him. That's what it means when it said the 8th day, you put to circumcise that man, that man child. And she shall then continue in blood of her purified 3 and 33 days. That's 33 days. She shall touch no hollow thing. Hollow thing means no holy thing. Basically, you'll see she don't put it be in church. I'm gonna tell you. No, there you go. Nor coming to the sanctuary until the days of her purified be fulfilled. Till the day she stopped bleeding healed. She don't put to be in that church. So that's why that's one of the reasons why a woman can't preach, because she'll be on her period up in that church. And you know what? People that y'all don't understand that the life is in the blood. God, I've been reading this Bible and studying. God knew our women going to be wicked. Our women are wicked. And the stuff that he give for these women to do, these women will never do. They're going to take God to come back. I'm just going to give you the word. Our Hebrew sisters and brothers, they doing this stuff. But these regular women in the street, our regular so-called black women, are not doing this here. But if she bear a maid child, which is a daughter, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks after her separation. And she shall continue in blood of her purified 66 days, 36 days. So you see the difference between a male child and a man child, a male child and a woman child. They won't never teach you nothing like this here. Hey, let me get to this here. Dress modest. I'm just going through this stuff that's in the Bible. That's why I give you scripture to go through, so you won't think I'm lying to your people. I love you. I love my Hebrew Israelite sisters. That's why I'm doing it for you. And first, this is the New Testament now. In 1 Timothy 2:9, in like manner also, that the woman adorn themselves in modest apparel, with the shamefacedness or sobering, not with broidered hair or gold or pearl or costly array. Well, you say you can wear gold. God said no overdressing. You should adorn yourself. You shouldn't be outside naked like our women do now. You shouldn't be outside. You should have yourself adorned in modest apparel. That's why I read that scripture that God, when you come back to the day of sacrifice, you're going to be in trouble. They probably have on modest apparel. And he said, when he said broidered hair, not with broidered hair, that means you don't put to have all that color in your hair. All that purple, green, orange, yellow, whatever color you can think of. out of the crown box you put in your head, especially the blonde hair. Because you read Leviticus, blonde hair is a curse. He said if you see blonde, they call it yellow hair. If you see a streak of yellow hair, it's a curse. Well, why you think you women going to get these blonde hair? Because they want to be like Esau. They got to tell you something. Esau is a curse. When you see a woman blonde hair, it's a curse. Okay. And fringes in the border of blue. This is how women supposed to wear, but they'll never put this on because they want to show their body. Our women outside, that one thing is they call a man insecure. A woman is very insecure. I mean, so she insecure to the point where she gonna get a body lift. She gonna get stuff stuck in her butt. She'll get tummy tuck, breast implant, whatever she can do, make herself look good. Because that's how she'll say, I'm doing it because I want to look good. No, because you're not satisfied with what you got. So you'll do it to enhance what you got because you're not comfortable with what you get. Why you think y'all put on all that stuff here? Why you think you add all that stuff on? Because guess what? You're not insecure. You're not secure with yourself. So you have to add all that stuff on. But then you tell a man to be real. He get with you. He don't know what he got. He don't know what the hell he got. But this big, legs this big, all out of proportion, your whole body messed up. And fringes in the border of blue. These are fringes in the border of blue. The border of blue. God's favorite color blue. Just in case you didn't know. Speak unto the children of Israel, bid them, tell them that they may make them fringes in the borders of their garment throughout the generation. That means forever. Throughout generation means forever. As long as we live, we're supposed to do this. In that they put upon them fringes or the borders of the ribbon or blue. The border at the bottom of your clothes, like your dresses. The Indians were doing it. They didn't even know what they were doing. Back in the day, you see the Indians had the colorful things, all of that blue had the fringes on the bottom of fringes on the thing. They were doing it. They didn't even know it. You don't know back in the day, you used to wear fringes, but you thought you were just doing it. But guess what? It's in your DNA. And it shall be upon you for a fringe, that ye may know, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them. And that ye seek not after your own heart, your own eyes, after which you used to go home. God said, make you remember. See, if you want to keep your man from looking at other women, tell them women to wear the ribbon of blue and have the fringes on. Put on some clothes. That you may remember and do all my commandments and be holy unto God. Because if you put on all that other stuff, you think you add all that stuff to your body, all you do is go horn. Do not wear pants or breeches. Breeches, Breeches. Deuteronomy 22:5. The woman shall not wear that which pertains unto a man, neither shall a man put on women's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord their God. It's abomination. When you show, they tell you that. Why you think all these preacher women wearing these pants so tight? Because you don't put a wedding pants. All them women probably got yeast infection and everything else. God said a woman should put on that pertaining to a man. And a man wear pants with a zip on them. What a woman got a zip on her pants? She gonna pee out of it? Woman look better in a dress anyway, but don't put to be the dress so tight that she can't bend and split. You see women tomorrow, I can't hide my foot, get you a bigger dress. See, but you don't want to be holy because guess what? Ain't nothing I can say that'll make a woman just horn around or hoish or all her confidence in how she look. And this Bible won't even get her because you see her walking around the street now. They'll call you old fashioned. God says abomination. And that's why you see every last one of our black stars, I can name off at least 5 on straight, had to put on women attire to make it rich because that's Illuminati. Illuminati does that. Why you think Jamie Foxx, Martin Lawrence, Will Smith had to play a movie with the first movie we made, I'm reading his book. That first movie we made when he was a homosexual, that boy. They show him getting out of the bed together. And you don't know if they had sex with your imagination. They knew what they were doing. And you had Ben Vereen, who played I can't think of what's the name of Billie Holiday, the lady played the blues, or whatever, or you had that big old man and sister, and you had Wesley Snipes, all of them life came tumbling down. You had all them guys, and the ones that wouldn't do it, they'd tear them down and bring and Nick Cannon. All them black stars. I know I'm missing some, but a lot of black stars had to dress up like women. And you got the biggest one right now, and everybody can't see. They say, "Oh, I'm just playing a part." But that is Illuminati, because God told you it's an abomination. God, abomination means death. That's why he said, when I come back and catch you in them clothes. Okay, you said, well, a man wear skirts back then. The man had on breeches. I'm gonna read it to you. In Exodus 28, 41 through 42. And thou shalt put them upon Aaron, their brother. You remember Aaron? Aaron was Moses' brother. And his sons with him, and shall anoint them, and consecrate them, sacrifice them, that they may minister unto the men in the priest's office, and thou shalt make them linen breeches. Linen breeches. Linen. Why you think we love linen so much? Why you think guys go buy linen pants, linen shirts? It's in your DNA. To cover their nakedness, for the loin, even until their thigh. Yet your loin is your private part. They shall reach. You should go past your thigh. You can wear linen breeches to your calf, to your knees. You can wear shorts. That's why I said to your thigh, past your thigh. But they won't never teach you this. Do not dress like a whore. Proverbs 7, verse 10 to verse 11. And behold, they'll meet him a woman with their attire of a harlot and the subtile of heart. She is loud, stubborn, her feet abide them not in her house. You see the woman said, don't be staring at me. But the man look at you and you dress like a whore. What he supposed to do? What does a man supposed to do seeing a woman dressed like a whore he out in public? Walk across the street, cover his eyes up. What does he supposed to do when you advertising? I'm just saying. Everything comes with looking like a whore. Everything that happens to you comes looking like a whore. Not saying to justify, but everything that happens to you, and you looking like a whore, that's what you get. This is the Most High talking, not me. She loud. You know she loud because she got all the colors. She want to be seen. So she's going to be extra loud. Her feet are, that means that her feet are by none of how she busybody. She out in the street doing all this stuff here. Busybody. Want everybody to be seen, everybody business. Everybody know who she is. Leviticus 19:29. Do not prostitute your daughter. Our women are prostituting their daughter. They see it. Our women, they not only prostitute their daughter. I know y'all seen that video going around with this little boy on a pole. He on that pole he about 5 years old, but on that pole, like he done been on that pole ever since he was born. He twisting and turning the pole, and the pole is in his mama's house. So that little boy ain't gonna be gay because he see his mama do that because there's no man in the house. 80% of the divorce is filed by women. Men don't lead their family. The woman lead their family. Do not prostitute their daughter to cause her to be a whore. Lest the land fall to hold them, and the land become full of wickedness. The land fall to hold. The land is what we walking on. The United States of America. Look at all our women and look at their daughters. Enough said. When you give attention like this, it's not everybody, but you know who it fit. You see these women competing with their daughters. They don't want to come in. They're old. Their body has started leaving them, but they're going to get a lift. You think they get a lift? They get a lift because they're competing with the same man the daughter's competing with. God's going to make your daughter a hoe. These scriptures I'm giving you, I'm not giving you nothing that ain't written down. And I'm talking loud and clear so you can get it. So you get this scripture. So you go check it for yourself. Learn to be silent. These loudmouth women is ridiculous. No man want to be with a loudmouth woman. It's crazy. Why you think the man, I knew when I was working, these guys used to leave a job at 3:30 and go up to this park and drink till they damn near drunk before they go home. Because a man can't go there and argue with a woman all night long. He don't want that. A man want peace. 9 times out of 10, when a man cheats, it's not all about sex. It's where he can go lay his head. He can rest. I can testify to that. Early on in my marriage, she used to bicker all the time. I wanted to drink a beer. I had something to do. If I was chastising my child, it was something to be said. When I said my child, go cut the yard, go do this, go that, something to be said. Guess what? I found a woman that I would come to her house, I would just sit back and relax. She would take care of me. No peace of mind, everything. And I go home, I was calm. That's why a man never had no less than 2 or 3 women. Because our women are loud, stubborn, and crowd. And you can see it. We're not waiting on y'all to tell us that. The Bible told us that. Your DNA is in there telling you that. You say, well, women can do it. You can do it, but guess what? Stretch your body out. Your body can't take what a man can take. You say you got women's right, you can't be a man. God never meant for you. That's why God called it a woman can't do what a man do. You'll never see nowhere in the Bible where it says a man cheating when he got 4 or 5 wives. And time coming when you will have 4 or 5 wives. Because guess what? In Isaiah 4:1, go read it for yourself. This is true facts right now. The Bible said, the woman said that, I'm paraphrasing now, but you go read it. I will have my own clothes. I will have my own food. And I will have basically my own money. I just want to be called by your name for reproach because it's coming. They're going to start killing you. They're killing the men. It ain't enough men. When you go to 4:1, just go right to the end of verse in chapter 3, the end of the verse down there, you'll see it where it says that the men gonna die in the military. They're gonna die in the streets. So it's gonna be really no men left for the women. So the women, when they come, like you see on Ukraine, that's an example. All the women who say they want equal rights, where they ass at? You put the man out there to fight. Why you ain't out there to fight? You take the kids in the butt. It's never gonna be equal rights. It ain't no such thing as equal rights. God ain't never said that. God said a woman come out of a man, not man out of a woman. But church won't teach you that because guess what? They know if they tap into your emotion, they get paid. They get your money. A man ain't not going to sit there and write these checks out and give these wicked pastors your money. Well, guess what? That pastor taking your money then 10 years, 5 years later, they get caught. Sleeping with your daughter. Raping other kids. Taking your money and embezzling. Learn to be silent. 1 Corinthians 14, 34, 35. Let your woman keep silence in the church, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, and also saith the law. It's in the law that you're supposed to listen to your husband. If you got any questions, wait till you get home and talk to your husband. He'll tell you what the answer is, if it's a righteous man. But y'all never do that. But it's going to take God to come back and show you. But when they come, if y'all, oh man. If they will learn anything, let them ask their husband at home. For it is a shame for a woman to speak in church. But not no more. And this is the New Testament. Not no more because y'all are wicked now. The church has taught you to be wicked. Now the women over the men. Now the men. That's why you don't see it's more women in church than men because men, they understand what's going on. The women don't. 1 Timothy 2, 11 and 12. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over a man, but to be silent. But to be silent. Because it's crazy. I want you to use this thinking cap. I give you that out of love. Don't get mad at me. Take what I gave you, and I said it clearly for you can get the scriptures and know where to go. And I want you to go study. As a matter of fact, take this to your pastor. Don't get mad at me. Take this to your pastor and see what's going on. Your pastor want to answer these questions for you. He should. You should get these scriptures and study for yourself. Shalom, my people. Shalom, my people. I love you. I promise you I do. I love you. 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 Shalom. Shalom.